Hi, it's Chad with Heirloom Farm and Forge, and it's February the 8th, and it's like 65 degrees out here. It's been cold and snowy and nasty for the last, pretty well month and a half, and I hadn't been able to get in the bees. But now they've got a nice day, I'm going to get in and check on them, make sure they got food, and seeing if I need to do anything to help get them through the rest of the winter. So let's get in them. Give a little puff in the entrance. They're all up in the top. Look at that. You can see where I put the emergency feed on there, and they've eaten about half of it. It looks like there's a pretty large population. Wonder if there's anything in the bottom box. Oh man, that's pretty heavy. Not much at all in the bottom box. Bunch of dead bees down there. Dump them out. And break this box down. I'm a little bit worried they're gonna fill up this box pretty quick once they start laying, because they about already have. So actually I'm going to put that bottom box back on. I just don't want these things to swarm on me early in the year. It is warm enough to pull out frames, but I don't really want to. Afraid might hurt the queen. I really don't want to take that chance. So on to the next one. Not looking too good in here. Bees. I've got a feeling that they're robbers from another colony. Oh man, that sucks. See if we can see what happened here, maybe. Here's the thing, if you have bees, you're going to lose colonies. And they always told me that before, but it's still a shot in the gut when it happens. First two hives I had in my first year, I lost both of them. They've got food, it's not a food issue. There's the cluster, or what was left of it. Not much. See if I can see the queen. I don't. So we definitely want to get this thing out of here and put it in storage, because if it keeps warm like this, the small hive beetles and wax moths will get in there and just gum it up, destroy it. At least we got some traffic in and out of this one. Got a pretty good population here. Let's take this top box off and set it aside and see what's in the bottom. Still got food down here and some dead bees scattered about. It's probably just fell down from the cluster. Week before last we had, close to 0-degree temperatures. So that probably killed off a lot of them from the cluster and they fell down here. Same way with this one. The top box is really heavy. Bottom box is moderately heavy. And the top box is really full, so I don't want to break it down to one box and then them grow so fast that they swarm on me early. Which I guess they really won't swarm until we have a nectar flow of some sort. These two over here are the ones that I did not tape up the upper entrance or vent, whichever you prefer to call it. So I was doing an experiment on the condensing hive versus the non-condensing hive. This has bees in it, not a ton. And they're eating the sugar bricks, but not consuming a bunch. But if there's not a bunch of bees, they're not going to consume a bunch of sugar brick. Okay. We got bees down there too. We'll just put them back together. I see no traffic on this one, so I'm guessing it's dead. Yep, no bees. See what this cluster looks like. Looks like it's about the size of a softball, which is not big enough. I got honey. Actually more like the size of a baseball. So you can see the bees are down in there in the holes. And that's what they do. They get down in there and they flex and vibrate their muscles, and it creates heat. But apparently they didn't create enough heat. It's heavy. There's plenty of food in there. So it's always sad to take a load of equipment back to the shop like this, but it's the reality of beekeeping. And as far as why these colonies died, we know it's not food, because I had sugar bricks on them and a lot of them had honey already. Most likely it was varroa mites. I did test them a few times during the year, and I did treat them, some of them, but I didn't treat them towards the end of the year, and it's that was probably it. Either that, or they had already had some of the diseases when I treated them, and I killed off the mites, but they still had the diseases. So I wish I had been beekeeping back 20 years ago when we didn't have to worry about varroa mites. But that's not the reality anymore. So test your bees for mites, treat them if needed. And when I say treat them, I don't necessarily mean chemical treat. I mean, it could be IPM, integrated pest management, where you freeze drone comb, or give them a brood break during the middle of the season, or something like that. But you got to do something. Mites will kill them every time if you don't. So I'm not a professional beekeeper. I've only been doing it, I think this is we're about to go into my 4th year. But I've learned a lot, and I'm going to keep learning, because that's the only way to do it. So if you like this sort of stuff, please subscribe to my channel and give us a like, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.